Royals, happy Taco Tuesday. Court is now in session. As usual, our regulars, right? Grab your wine, lock your doors. Hold on one second. Lock your doors, hide your man, hide your stimulus checks. Are we getting more of those? I don't get them. So why I'm saying we, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just saying, hide everything, okay? Hide everything you love that is holy and dear to your heart. And have your passwords too, because this social media shit is out of control. Welcome back to Media Madam PI, where the stories are messy indeed. The lessons are real, and delusion is always on overtime. It's always going to be on a docket, okay? Delusion is a part of some people's regular life, and I think they can't live without it, right? And it's something called a healthy amount of delusion. You know, you have to have some delusion, like believing in Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy and all of that stuff. That's delusion as well, but that's healthy, right? And living in a fairy tale world. And that as long as my world stays like this, then my world is perfect. Who's to tell you that your life is not perfect? And what I mean by that is you're perfectly imperfect. It works that way. I'm just saying. As always, these stories are alleged, okay? Allegedly, I found them and we're reading them, okay? I don't know if they're true or not. All I know is I found them and we're reading them. The commentary is for entertainment, education, and discussion, okay? Because what content would I have if we don't have nothing to talk about? So thank you to all the people sharing their issues. Okay. We do not harass over here. We do not contact people over here, although I have been contacted a few times. You don't know nothing else about me. This is what I need you to know. I'm not going to respond unless I want to. You can't trip me up. You can't nothing. And if you do, it's because I let you. Okay. I own that. Just saying. And we don't investigate, okay? Because I don't care. We're going to take the story, we're going to go through the story, and we're going to learn from it, laugh at it, whatever, okay? That's what we do. We laugh over here. Laugh, learn, and thank God that these are not our stories. And for some of us, these are not our stories anymore. Just make that clear. Okay, let's see. We are going to jump right into the hot topic. So what I need to do for over here, if y'all want to, I'm going to tell you about the story and I'm going to read it because it's an article about a person in Downey, California, who the FBI pulled up on, child. They pulled up on him because he started as a he and then he became a she in COVID time. The person, safe. The person got about $2 million in PPP loans and then got the full work done for themselves and as well got it for their friends. So let me show you over here because I'm going to show them over there what the picture looks like because let me tell you, this is why I wanted to do this story. Welcome in, welcome in. If you haven't already, please get your daily heart me and tap the screen. Please repost as well on YouTube. Please make sure that you share it out while we are live and the replay as well. Thank you and welcome in. Let's see. So let me share over here the picture. Give me just a minute. Because I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I want my eyebrows like that. And then when I said I wanted my eyebrows like that, I was like, wait, why does this say this kind of stuff? Child, it was work that was done. But baby, let me tell you, still look nice. I don't care. So let me show you guys the picture. Aren't those eyebrows nice? Those eyebrows is nice as hell. And the skin is popping. I was like, oh my gosh, she's pretty. And I love natural pretty. So I love that look where you're getting out of the shower and you just put your hair in a bun and it's some pieces falling and you just smell real, real good. And all you about to do is get in the bed and be comfy and cozy. Like that's me. That's what I like. I like the natural look. And she looks so pretty to me. So then to hear the story, I was like, oh my word. So let me tell you, Royals. Imagine telling the government that you needed money to save your business during PPP. And the real reason why you're doing it is because you want a brand new identity. So some people, Hey, I wonder if it's any business that at that particular time, if you lost business as yourself, you could have actually done that. So um, maybe a model that needed liposuction after because some people put on weight or something like that. I wonder. I could support your live stream. You can give me a follow. Raquel, respond to them, please. Um, So I wonder if it was like a bikini model or something like that, if it's something that they could have done, right? Because at that point, you are your business. So I wonder, thank you, cousin. I wonder because you are your business at that point. I wonder if you could have done that. I don't know, but some people got really creative. Some people got really creative. I'm just saying, sometimes it's ways around this stuff, but I can guarantee you that wasn't the way. Thank you, cousin, for pushing popular votes. My cousin, listen, T, not guilty. She's amazing. Okay, so let's break this down. What the person did, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. It's a list. Y'all ready? Okay, here's the list. Ready or not, because I gotta keep the show going. Y'all so crazy. Okay, here we go. So the person is a Downey resident, a parent of 6, was reportedly sentenced to federal prison after authorities alleged a multi-million-dollar PPP fraud scheme involving 4 businesses. According to reports, prosecutors stated that more than $600,000 in funds were allegedly diverted towards gender transition procedures, cosmetic enhancements, luxury purchases, image rebranding. See, I don't know. Image rebranding and surgery for friends. So I'm guessing that was the 4 businesses, was the 4 friends. This is everything that they got, okay, and paid cash for up front. I mean, what are you going to do? Repossess a nipple? Breast augmentation. Oh, facial feminization procedures. Stick a pin right there. That one we're going to come back to. Tranquil shave. Okay, body contouring, liposuction, Brazilian butt lift, vaginoplasty, hair removal treatment, luxury clothing, makeup, hair services, and additional lifestyle upgrades. Federal prosecutors reportedly valued the fraud at roughly 2.2 million, and the sentence is 9 years in prison. I want to start with I want to hit 3 things. The facial feminization procedures. That's one I want to hit. Number 2, you have 6 children. And word on the street is the reason why you got reported is because you have 6 children and you did nothing for those children. So reportedly, the baby mama, somebody from around the way down that way told me that one of the baby mamas told on your ass. Selfish. Should have thought about that. I don't understand people. Anyway, and so that's one of the things. But listen, okay, so remember I told you guys when I looked at the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I want my eyebrows that way. And oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And natural. And then you heard me, thank you so much. Thank you, sis. Then you heard me say, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And I gave all of the feels, right? Because I didn't read this before we started, right? I like to give my authentic response and we discuss it together. That's what makes it reality. Welcome in, welcome in. So this is my thing. So many women are aspiring to be certain things that we see other women have. And look at me, I was ready to get my eyebrows done. And of course, that's on the milder side. It's still cosmetic, right? It's still something that you're investing your money in to change that you want to, have it look like. Obviously, I knew that those eyebrows were done. Okay. Obviously, I know that those eyebrows are done. But the point is, I then went on to say, oh my gosh, the skin is so pretty. This is so pretty. And then it makes you want to start to get work done. And then when we as women hear things, thank you, sis, when we hear things like we are jealous of a particular group because they're pretty and they do it better and they take our men. Hey, Miss Edna, of course you do. You put yourself in a time machine. You got to pick everything you wanted for your face out in a video game. I didn't even know that you could do all of these things. I didn't know that it was a facial feminization procedure. I didn't know that you could shave your this. I didn't know those things. So here we are as women being compared to beautiful. They are beautiful, but give credit how it's due. Why do you have to compare? You don't have to compare. And the only time comparison exists is when you're trying to compare to a black woman. It has gone so far that other races, when they get different work done, want to compare themselves to black women. We don't need nothing else. We don't need nothing else. We didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for the comparison. I'm going to keep my pig nose. Whatever you want to say about me, I'm going to keep it. Who's to say that I don't like it? So many of us got teased in junior high. If you are an 80s baby, we've gone through a lot of different transitions, from technology to looks to being okay with being plus size to our color to our hair texture. I mean, 80s babies really got broke all the way down. Every single feature was annihilated. And then another race comes along and gets it done. And then all of a sudden it's amazing, right? We are tired. Don't compare us. But that was a very authentic response, right? I was giving her credit, and she still has it. I think she's beautiful. I don't give a damn how you got it. But if you're going to become a mean girl when you get it done, we don't need you. We don't need, stay over there. I don't want you. I don't want nothing to do with you, because we don't need that. We don't need a angry black woman. We don't need comparison. We don't need none of that. What I will do is celebrate you for living your life and going forward and really enjoying yourself and being able to pick the things that you want about yourself. And had you been able to legally afford it, it'd have been a little bit different. So my question is, if you're listening to this on replay, or if you want to put it in the chat, do you think that the lifetime that this person will be able to lead now is worth the 9 years? Because there are some people that commit a particular crime. They know what goes along with that crime, but in their heart of hearts, they like, it was worth it for me. It was worth it for me, and they're okay. So I just wonder, what do y'all think about that? Hey, girl, hey. Right, they got the whole package and done the right way. Yes, it looks very nice. The package looks very nice when I say it's. There's no comparison at all. I'm reading the comments from Facebook. No, there is not. It's no comparison. It's space for both, and they are different. Period. It's no meshing together, and that's the problem. So many want to be meshed together in a place where, hello, Ashley, where you have your space and it's beautiful, and the spaces coexist, and the spaces complement each other. But leave this space alone and leave this space alone, and respect each one's for its uniqueness. Appreciate the similarities, but comparison is not needed, because you cannot compare natural to not natural. You cannot compare it, period. So why even go there? Why should we want to go there? Why can't we just appreciate things? I don't know. But child, would you do that? If you knew, okay, we got to pick an age too. Okay, let's say you are 30. You are 30 and the opportunity presents itself for you to have whatever top 5 things it is that would totally change your life, and you think it would be amazing if you drew out what you wanted, but you got to spend 9 years in prison. So when you get out, you're going to be 39 years old. Would you do it? Just yes or no right now. Would you do it? Let me tell you what support looks like, okay? Because my cousin is here and here. I could see her. She's both. I'm telling you, child. She makes sure she show up for me. While you get answering, because I want to see if some people do answer before I move on to the first or second story today. You trying? Because it's the chance you might not get caught. I don't know. It's hard, right? It's hard because you would really have to sit down and do some checks and balances. And I know that at that time, people was making some really tough decisions. It was. People, it changed their life for their family. It wasn't just cosmetic. That's why I said whatever your perfect life would look like. It's some people, hey Toya, that really needed that money. And as the man of the house, they was like, I'm finna do it. I'm finna make it to where you can't get it back. And I'm gonna just have to do it. Because if I don't, the next 10 years of my life, 20 years of my life is going to be absolutely miserable. But I could take this L for my family, and 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 we can be okay. And to be fair, I personally, maybe because I come from that space and I've seen it. Now, I made different choices, but some of the people that made different choices, I don't look down on them. I don't, because I'd be like, I get it. I get it. And if you don't get it, then you're blessed not to get it. You're blessed not to understand. Everything is not at surface face value. Now, would I have done it for cosmetic things? No, no. And I understand that some people say, I feel like I was born in the wrong body and those type of things. And, I just needed it to live my life. Well, my question is, if you never, ever get the money to make that change, then what? You are supposed to be completely comfortable or get to the place where you know how to work through those things, because it's not worth risking your life for something cosmetic. It's not. I tell you guys all the time, I have the loose skin for me losing all this weight, and I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. But for the last 10 years, I've gone back and forth with, hey, Caramel, do I want to get a plastic surgery or not? That's not plastic. That's cosmetic surgery done and get the skin removed. My doctor said it's not cosmetic. It's actually medical because, my skin is very sensitive. So sometimes I could cut myself really easy just from showering. But the point is, I can't tell you what's most important to you. I can tell you get the help that you need. Thank you. So that when you make a decision, you completely comfortable. Because even if you lay on a table or lay in a chair and get a root canal and get put to sleep, you cannot wake up. So be very careful with the decisions that you make. FBI done already swooped in on you. Only thing I want to know is, did the fork? So if you got some, is that acceptance stolen? Sometimes I do that, y'all. I go through all the things in my head. All of those things made sense. So let me tell you what I just said to myself. Are the four friends going to be in trouble as well? Is that considered accepting stolen property? Because some people or some states, if you accept something that's stolen, whether you knew or not, you actually can get federal time for that. So those are the questions that I just ran down in my head without y'all in front of y'all live. Okay. So first story. Let's get to it, child. That cosmetic shit. It should be accepting stolen. Yes, it's accepting stolen goods, right? Especially in California. So that one is in Los Angeles County, California. Downey is in Los Angeles County. Did you guys have tacos today? I went and got tacos, and I thought that I was going to be able to eat them, but my girls didn't show up. So I'll eat them after. I usually could eat while they're talking, but I will eat them after. I needed to move that. Sorry. You guys, it's one lash. Y'all ever notice it's one lash on this eye? Can you give me 1 second, please? Because it's kind of uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's kind of uncomfortable, you guys. Give me just a minute. Be nice to me. The eyelash is pointing down, and it keeps getting stuck, and it's causing my vision to be blurry. Thank you so much for your grace. Thank you. Okay. Now let's read story number 1. Oh, that is so much better. Okay. Let's see here. Story number 1. I did get tacos. You did? What kind, cousin? I got 2 asada and 1 pastor. I got street tacos from the place. Hey, Trail. Okay, let's see here. So first one. The principal, the side chick, and the school band. Crown Royals, if the school principal blocks you, the vice principal bans you, and your child is getting teased because of your affair, are you still the girlfriend, and should you let it go? Let's go. Jury, get ready now. Y'all got to listen to all the details, because right away when I'm done with this story, I need y'all to be telling me guilty or not guilty. Tonight, Y'all are on. Okay, here we go. Oh, take a sip. Here we go. I was in a serious relationship with my child's school principal, and since his wife found out, his vice principal has barred me from the property unless I'm picking up my child. Seems fair. I came up to the school and confronted him because he blocked me on Facebook after sweet talking me into deleting my pregnancy. That was in parentheses. So that's why she went up to the school. Now she barred by the vice principal because she went up there and went off. His vice principal, a female, says I can't come to the school due to safety reasons. You think? But I heard that she's sleeping with him too, and she don't want me, her competition, hanging around. It makes complete sense. The hell? My favorite time with him was when I bought him lunch to school. We'd eat together, and I would steal a kiss, in parentheses, and we'd hook up later. Since I'm barred from the school, I sent him Uber Eats. He accepts the food, but he hasn't reached out to me. What else should I do? My calls don't go through anymore, and he may have changed his phone number. Side note, my child is getting teased at school because of the fight I had with his principal. How do I address this? I need advice. Mic drop. Okay, let's see. Oh my God is oh my God. You was really going up there having lunch with the principal and your child is there. So did you bring your child lunch? And what do you mean he accepted? We'll go back to that later. Okay. So he blocked you. The school blocked you, whether or not he's sleeping with who or not. That doesn't matter. He blocked you on the phone. The universe blocked you. He talked you into deleting your pregnancy, meaning no future. Or something is wrong right now. The only thing you holding on to is that he don't want you. Okay. Thank you, Raquel. He don't want you. Did I say he was married? Let's see. I was in a serious relationship with my child's school principal, and since his wife found out, that the only thing he's still accepting from you is his Uber Eats deliveries. How do you know that he's accepting them? How do you know that he's not throwing them in the trash? How do you know that? You don't, because he's not talking to you. And just to be clear, some people with sense, they're not going to reach out to you to say, you probably thinking, well, he didn't tell me not to send him no more. And he also didn't tell you to send them. When he deleted communication and didn't say, okay, you know what? It's not best that we meet on the school premises, because you should have never been there. He should have been meeting you off the premises if he was going to do something like that out of respect for your kid. I'm addressing the kid aspect right now. You don't think nothing is wrong with that? That they came and saw you every time? Sweetness, what is wrong with him? Sweetness said, leave the married man alone. So, yep, she embarrassed her child. He getting teased now. He or she is getting teased now. That is so horrible. The relationship is over. Whatever the relationship is, it is over. Clearly, you were some fetish of somebody who was probably on your knees behind his desk while he was having a meeting with your feet sticking out so everybody saw that you was there anyways. You really went to your child. How deranged do you have to be to go to your child's school and not think about how you're going to embarrass them? Right, trifling. That should have been off the school grounds, period. He could have left and had lunch with you. He could have left and said he was having a meeting. Y'all could have met around the corner at a park and did something. First of all, you shouldn't have been doing it because you're married. But if you, from your perspective, were still going to do it, you could have respected your child. I'm just solely focused on that part right now, because how did both of y'all, and you as the principal, Whistle Dick, how do you not ensure that your child, the child of the school, is protected as well? Now they have to deal with bullying. They are both wrong, extremely wrong. He's married, so your highest honor is to your wife, and you shit on that. And ma'am, you're a mother. Your highest honor, if you're not married, is the fact that you're a mom. And you did that to your child? And your question is, let's see, because now you're going to need to move the child's school, or I actually don't know how you can help your child. Side note, my child is getting teased at school because of the fight I had with the principal. How do I address this? You stay far the fuck away from that school. That's what you do. And whatever the popular thing is at that school that will make your child popular or something like that, you help with that. Or how about you ask your child how you can help them? Ask them. Because at this point, it's nothing you can do. Maybe your child wants to switch schools. Maybe your child might have to have a little rumble. Move, I'll say move the kid too. But if the kid don't want to move, then don't further punish them. Sit down and how old is the child? What kind of school is this? So as usual, it's not enough information about what's mostly important, which is the child. You don't have anything. It's not, we don't say elementary school, anything like that. So I think you should ask the child. And yeah, I don't know how old is the child. And it's actually commendable. It's quite commendable that the child actually shared, I'm thinking elementary. It's quite commendable that the child came to you and shared what they are experiencing. Because the child shared with you what they are experiencing, you didn't say boy or girl, then I think you should have a conversation with the child. You want to beat down the other man's door and have such a conversation with him that you beating down the door wanting to talk to them. Well, beat down the door and talk to your own damn child. That's a conversation you need to have. How about that? Slippery pussy. How about that? Sweetness said move because that's going to follow the child until they graduate. So still very young. I would think elementary. I just really think elementary. So we're going to say elementary for the purposes of our story. I'm going to say elementary. Yeah, that's a no for me. Man, you need to just ask the child. And if the child wants to move school districts, I don't care if you got to get up 30 minutes earlier to drive and get them to school, and you have to pay for an after school program so you could get back over there and get them after work. I don't care if it's, hey, blessed. I don't care if it's inconvenient to you. Because guess what? You went out of your way. You made time. You did all of these things to have a weenus that did not belong to you. So the child that does belong to you, you need to do whatever it takes to make that child comfortable. And in case you haven't already, little hussy, you need to apologize to your child. Parents forget to apologize. So do that. Okay? Apologize to your child. That's the advice that we have for you. Slippery vagina. Just slipping and sliding. How you make time in the middle of the day to go see a man that's married? Very much apologize. And I mean apologize. You know, I see Disney World in that child's future. You need to, because you ain't right. Okay, so we have determined that you, I love doing my gavel. Guilty, bitch. You are. Wrong as hell. And stop stalking that man before that wife finds you and has no problem rearranging your face. And if you think the vice principal is messing with him, that's none of your business. You're not the wife. And stop wasting your money spending Uber Eats. Don't send no more Uber Eats. Do you send Uber Eats to your child? Or just the man? Y'all extra man lover women get on my damn nerves. I promise you do. You do the most weird shit. Slippery girl slipping in and out of the chair. She can't even function. Anybody spend that much time still trying to get through to a married man, number one, that you have been barred from the school, and you, Uber Eats is not cheap, honey, and you still making sure he have lunch. Ain't that the wife's job or his own job because he grown? He could go get his own lunch. That's not your business. Why are you inserting yourself where you don't belong? Welcome in. I think you tacky as hell. You should have been embarrassed writing that. And I notice how you feel guilty or you feel embarrassed if somebody will find out because you didn't even tell us if that was a boy or girl, if it was elementary, anything like that. Because ironically, the internet is undefeated. So somebody that knows that story from your town would have found it. It's amazing how many people's stories is actually found, y'all. It's crazy. And the story sounds so familiar that they do their magic and work they stuff and leave people's husband and wives alone. Okay? It's too many happening. I wouldn't do it. Leave people snap, girl. The Lord done got you out of it. Now back up and repent and work on it with your child. That's our final answer. Hood rat. That wasn't nice. I'm sorry, whore. I didn't mean to say that to you, Jezebel. Sorry. Let me. Next case. Okay. Next case is bad bitch down bad. So, Royals, she lost her job, her boyfriend, her backup plan, and somehow thinks somebody owes her childcare. Let's see what this is about. Welcome in over on TikTok. If you haven't, please get your daily heart me. If you want to follow, get your daily heart me. If not, tap the screen while you're here. That will greatly help me. And if you can, repost. That would be greatly appreciated. The gift gallery is also open. I have most of the things in there. Thank you to everybody that has filled a space in the gift gallery. If you haven't already, please grab yourself a seat. And thank you very much. We went up to D1. So we're almost in C's. Just that quickly. Thank you. Okay, here we go with the story. The small company I work for, they just hired me in February, fired everyone, and security gave us 20 minutes to pack our desk and leave. I was bummed out. After I had a few drinks with my former coworkers, I went home and found my 2-year-old and 4-year-old holding hands and walking down our block barefoot. My 4-year-old told me that they were looking for Rondell, my live-in boyfriend and babysitter, because they were hungry. Rondell was at his ex-girlfriend's apartment a few doors down from my. They were a couple when he met me. I left my kid's father to be with Rondell, and Rondell left his ex-shorty thereafter. So is this an East Coast person? Those are the only ones that say shorty, right? Rondell's ex laughed in my face because I caught him at her house. He said he thought, oh my goodness, he said he thought the kids were sleeping. I told him he couldn't leave them alone. Him, they ain't my kids, me. I left their father for you. You need to see them as yours. Rondell said, oh my God, I'll be your paid babysitter, but we can't be together. So he moved back with his ex. I lost my job and my man. And to be honest, I'm not just having a good month. You think? It's like the universe is trying to hold this bad bitch down. I asked my baby daddy to come back to me and let's be a family. He declined and hit me with that take care text. I've already got him on child support. I want him to babysit while I look for work. And I want to lure Rondell back. Help. This bad bitch is down. Mic drop. Hey, sunshine. Huh? So let me get this straight. Okay, so you and Rondell was dating people. You was with your baby daddy. He was with his ex-girlfriend. To me, your relationship was higher because that was the father of your children. Okay? You had a family. He was with his girlfriend. Okay. You left your baby daddy to be with the neighbor's boyfriend who stays a couple doors down. So every day she watched her boyfriend come in and out of your house while taking care of your children while she was 2 doors down. One day, Karma spent the block like that. Uh-huh. because you also went for the baby daddy for child support. I don't know if you should have or if you shouldn't. Y'all, I hope y'all know that child support should happen if the person isn't taking care of their child. If they are, you don't need to run to the courts. Okay? None of my sisters filed child support on their baby daddies. And they all are, guess what? Not their baby daddy. It's the father of their children. They take care of their children, even to today, with them being grown. Okay? You can actually work that out. So you did that. You went and got the child support. Then Rondell, who seems to not be working, was at home, and he's your babysitter boyfriend, but his girlfriend is still a couple doors down. Then one day you come home and your kids is walking down the street because they looking for Rondell because they hungry. You then find you knew exactly where to go to get Rondell. The girlfriend laughed in your face, as she should, because she took him back and probably gonna take him back to put him out. Who knows? That's her business. You went back home, and now you want. I'm sorry, Rondell said he'll come back and only to babysit, and you got to pay him because he's a couple doors down. It's convenient. You then tried to get back with your baby daddy. Your baby daddy said, "Girl, bye." And then you said, "I want Rondell back. I want to lure him back." So you want whatever one you can get. So the baby daddy is the backup, but you don't want the baby daddy for real. You just wanted him back to use him, but you want Rondell back to be with him, but he don't want to be with you. So now you got to watch him go in and out the neighbor's door. Do some of y'all not ever leave y'all block, y'all neighborhood, y'all city to be with somebody? Your best friend's husband? This is why I call the people that have been let out when I'm in court with my gavel and I say, "Nurse, Renee and Kiki's cousins is out." This is why. This is why. Because they do shit like this. This literally don't make no sense. And I don't understand. Why did you do that? What did you think was going to happen? Why don't you think karma's going to come? You're using people. Is his karma going to come? Honey, his karma's already there. Yes, it is true, Raquel. His karma's already there. He's broke. He's going nowhere. And he has to be, what do they call? Hobosexual? Hobo, like the hobosexual. Isn't that what they call? Because they don't care. They don't care at all. She wants a babysitter. Go get childcare. Go get it. If they have it in your state. That's East Coast. I don't know what they do on the East Coast. West Coast, they have childcare options. And I believe that's federal level. Whatever it is, girlfriend, okay? You have to take care of your own kids. So let's wrap this one up. In bullet point form, Miss Lady. Let me see if there's any comments on. Let's see. Sweetness. You brought this one upon yourself. You're too much of a bad bitch and you're making lust decisions. Sweetness, do I owe you lunch? You just add compliment to me so well. You just have sense. Like there's crown royals and then there's you. You're a crown royal. I'm just saying. Because that makes complete sense. She wants to use the X. And does. God don't like ugly. Please, Raquel. Try to tell the people, sis. These people don't have sense. And then you wonder when karma spins the block. It's going to spin the block. And the mere fact that you must be a Taurus or a Sagittarius. Or you a little hard-headed. Because God done broke you down. Broke you down. Like when Joseph was in the pit and he couldn't do nothing but look up and wait for God. But you failing. This was the opportunity to wipe your slate clean and get it out the way. Now, I would have been, if you want the baby daddy back, it would have been more commendable. Absolutely, my queen. It would have been more commendable. She said, thank you guys over here. And I think it will hit hard. Absolutely, Raquel. You had an opportunity to wipe your slate clean, meaning actually take some time, number one, and stop doing like this. You're moving too fast. Sit down and reflect and figure out how you can move forward and do this all absolutely by yourself, because you have the child support money. I don't know if it's enough or anything like that, but if you then have to start paying for child support, for child care, then you simply go back to court and you ask that you all split child support and child care in half. It's just that simple. You know how to do it. You ran straight down there and filed the child support on him. So file it to include child care. You also have the option to sit down like a grown bad bitch, okay, and work it out with him. Hey, you work these hours. Let me look for jobs that are these hours. Can we work out our schedule so we can co-parent? That's an honest conversation. You don't really want him back. You need his help. And it's nothing wrong with needing his help because the children are his too. Welcome in, Capri. It's nothing wrong with needing the help. At any time, when two people have children together, when things change, you're supposed to sit down and talk to each other. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's called co-parenting. And then if he already has his schedule and he works in the day, then you will work at night. You will work swing. Y'all will throw the village in there and see how you can minimize that child care if it's possible. But you have to start somewhere until you can afford childcare and go back to your desired schedule. But you had the children and you did this. That's just the way it works. Okay? That would have been called honesty. And then you go from there, you look for a job. And then you apologize to the father of your children. Because you dogged him. So the same way we would drag a man is whoever's wrong. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So then you would apologize. And then you move forward with what you need. But it's definitely not a couple doors down. Leave that trash alone. I understand he probably had good weenus, and you probably used some of these with him. Probably did. Do y'all got these? I'm trying to tell you. Let me see. Let me make it clear for the people over here. You know what? Y'all can't see a lot of stuff on YouTube. I will link them below. Third leafer. LEEFAR. Need to be a little more slippery slope. Need your vitamin or vitamins for your vagina. This is it. Okay. I get it. You're a little hot in the panties. You probably thought you was going to come home and get some, only to find your kids walking down the street barefoot and hungry. And why you didn't panic? Why you not? They are so good. Why are you not telling us about how you possibly took a hammer because you don't understand why your kids was outside and you got him? Okay. That's your business, girl. Anyway, start over and do it the right way. Why do you want to build a foundation of horse shit on top of the horse shit you created? Didn't you just go through enough shit? I don't understand. What was your final question, child? Your final question was help this bad bitch out. Oh, okay, then we did. We just helped you with superb advice, bad bitch. Why the bad bitches ain't never nothing but bad bitches? Literally, you're bad. You're not a good person. Guilty asshole. You're an asshole. You're definitely a bad bitch. You in a class all of your own. Nobody wants to be nothing like you. Results not typical for real bad bitches. Real bad bitch don't have to say they a bad bitch. Just so we're clear. Story number 3. Guys ready? Let's get it. Let's do story number 3. Here we go. Okay. Thank you for all that are watching on YouTube and Facebook. Please make sure and share and also like the video. That would be great. If underneath the video, you have the opportunity to hype the video, can you please do that? I would greatly appreciate it. It costs nothing for you and it means everything to me. On TikTok, if you haven't already, please get your daily heart me. That is 1 penny. If you cannot, totally okay. Tap the screen and repost for me. That would be greatly appreciated. And engage in the comments. I'm doing pretty well with keeping up with all the comments. And thank you for everybody's patience as I've learned to do all of them. Okay, next story. Here we go. This one is about vitamin D. Y'all, I did my blood work and the only thing that was low was vitamin D. Thank you, Raquel. 4,000 milligrams of that shit now. Vitamin D in real life. I need vitamins. Okay, here we go. Okay, so premium vitamin D subscription, not prescription, subscription. So, Crown Royals, here's the question before we start the story. This man turned intimacy into a rewards program and then got shocked when customer service became violent. I don't condone violence. I do, however, support defense and sometimes correction. Sometimes correction looks a little different for some people. Some people you can talk, some people you have to talk. Just depends. Here we go. Oh, the woman I live with is 10 years older than me, and we both know what it is. Thank you. We both know what it is. She wants the vitamin D, i.e., the eggplant, and she gives me food, shelter, and other things to get it. Sir, you're a jigaboo. Okay. I perform 2 to 3 times a week and I blow her back out. Lately, she's been stingy, so I pull back on my performances. I give her some vitamin D once every 2 weeks and I don't blow her back out. She gets a mid performance when I'm mad. Recently, she caught me self-pleasuring and and she she oh oh my god, how do I say this? She beat she beat me, shit, if I get the restriction I get it, with her fist all over my body. I don't owe her an orgasm. She has no right to to pow me for for pleasuring myself, right? I would move out, but I like it here. What is up with these men staying where they not supposed to be? Should I worry about her temper? I can't make love to a woman who pounces on me when pleasuring myself. I need your advice. I know I got it, but I got the violation. Criminal behavior. Submit feedback. No, I am not. Leave me alone. Hold on, guys. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Um, let's see. Okay. Nobody has the right to pounce on their partner. Not because of jealousy or intimacy being changed. It was one included that I don't agree with, child. But physically responding isn't okay. You shouldn't do that, guys. He wants to stay because he enjoys the benefits. Well, take the punishment then. I don't know what to tell you. You call yourself giving a punishment, and but why you mad? Why is who mad? The girl mad or why is he mad? Because he's mad because she slowed down on what she's giving him. Now we all know I can't. Raquel said, girl, you can't make this stuff up. I can't. As you see at the end, I had to figure out how to say that shit. Like, I don't understand, child. You call yourself gonna throw a tantrum like a little kid because you weren't getting, sir, the economy has changed. Perhaps the 10 grand they gave you last time for your birthday, maybe this time they have to give you five because the house taxes went up or your car or anything like that. It sounds like you are for real a jigaboo or a gigolo, and she's really taking care of you. You are a paid passenger princess. Tim, is that you? You throwing a little tantrum because you don't get what you want, then you take it out, even if you're not getting what you want because it doesn't make sense right now, because you didn't include that. What it sounds like is if anything changes and it's not to your benefit financially, then you have a problem. You didn't say anything about the food, the clothes, the roof over your head, a single bill that you pay, or anything like that. So what I'm hearing is that you should be working and all of your money should be your own. It sounds like you threw a tantrum. And sometimes when kids throw tantrums, toddler Timmy, you have to get your punishment. So your punishment, because you thought you was going to lay up in her house on her dime and do it once every 2 weeks like a paycheck. Welcome in, Ebony. You thought you were going to do what? Every 2 weeks? And then you don't perform well? And you don't want to leave either? So see, this is where my problem comes in. Women and men alike. When y'all put yourself in these paid positions, be a man, get a job, and take care of your grown self. Stop being a user. Absolutely, sweetness. But if you are going to be one, be realistic. Operate within your realm of reality. The reality is, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. Um, Jesus, that threw me off. Thanks, Raquel. I think. Thank you. Thanks, Des. Um, Operate within your realm, right? A child throws a tantrum and they think the end result is going to be that they get what they want. That's a child. You uh tread lightly, Timmy. Should have thought about that first. Because when adults, couples fight, and one of them try to hold out or one of them try to change things to hurt the other person, what you are met with is whatever that person wants to dish out. See, a lot of y'all do things like, oh, I don't call as much. But then if the person on the other end is like, oh, okay, I just figured you were busy and you don't get the results that you wanted, then you're upset when you could have had a conversation and you didn't have to go about it as an immature little asshole. You didn't have to do that. You could have had a conversation, but you call yourself throwing attention and I'm going to teach them. But you don't have, but level up. Congratulations. You don't have the wherewithal to do that. See, you have to pay to do these things. But the problem I have is the same problem I had with Alvo yesterday. When you are in a position to have the authority to do these things, your character shows, and why would you? Why would you? Now, do we all slip up and every now and again you're going to do some of the things? Yeah. But when you do those things, throw the rock, stand there and wait for it to land because that's what you wanted to happen. Let that be your last resort. Let that be the I already tried to talk to you. Let that be those type of things. Okay. But if you thought that that was going to work when that girl is the one who makes the money and all you giving out is your little wee wee, that's not enough. It's not. You don't have enough power and it backfired on you. Now you wondering if you're going to be able to eat that Grey Poupon or if you're going back to yellow mustard like the rest of us. All because you call yourself throwing a tantrum, dummy. You might want to get back on your job that you were paid for. You might want to. You don't have a say so. You want to have a say so. You want to know what you do? You go into a leasing office. You pick the one you want. You sign the papers. You put your money down. You get up in the morning. You get dressed for work. You carry your little ass into work. You work. And then you come out and you buy the things that you can afford. Luxury is very dangerous. It's almost like dancing with the devil if you don't play right. Be very careful. Some of you are selling your souls. So you want our advice? Start acting right. Thank you, sister. You want our advice? Start acting right. You are in a paid role, and sometimes there are down seasons. And even in those down seasons, just like a firefighter and somebody in the military, you must be ready and always preparing. You want to know why I picked a firefighter in the military? Because they go through training and they still do drills. Thank good job on the level up, Raquel. And it's 8. That's my line number as a Delta. Ooh. Listen, get it to. Oh, that's so cute. I love that ball. Oh, it's so cute. They trying to throw me off my A game over here. My team, they playing with me over here. my good sis Raquel, my bestie Des, my baby mama, they playing with me. They trying to see if I could keep up with all of them. But I am, because my good sweetness is over here too. And my other people watching. Listen. Oh my gosh, these ones are so cute. Okay, look. Let me tell y'all the one I want next. Let me work on it. It's one that's a diamond microphone. And have y'all seen the ring light? The ring light one is cute. Let's work on that. I'll send you the money to send it to me. I'm in both places. I thought so. Okay, so listen, Lil Timmy. Okay, Lil Timmy, get it together. Get it. You would have been better off having a conversation with that woman like a grown adult and seeing what was going on. Okay, you don't get to throw some tantrum because you think your little wee wee is amazing, honey. We didn't have about 2-3 stories last week, y'all, haven't we? About these men that call themselves, oh, I got with her to use her and it didn't work out, and your friend swooped in. Okay, your friend swooped in and they ended up getting everything. I don't know about no other woman. I don't. But if the man that I am dealing with, okay, and this has been since my first boyfriend in the second grade, okay, he was a little rough around the edges and sweet at heart, and I loved it, okay? I loved it him. I loved it him my whole life. I loved him today. Listen, no woman wants a man that got more periods than she do. No woman wants the man that throws tantrums. And listen, above all, especially if you're a 90s babies, we got in whole trouble if we smacked our lips or whined. Y'all be whining and smacking your lips and rolling your eyes and doing all of the things. Immediate demotion. Go find yourself something safe to do. Leave that girl alone, okay? Period. It's a no for me. We really don't like, no, I don't. We don't like sassy men, okay? So get your life together. Okay, sassy Timberly. Okay, last story. Here we go. Oh, that was the last story, guys. I made it. I made it. That was the last story. So, our final verdict for tonight. What did we learn today? This is what we learned. PPP money is not for beauty influencer funding. Okay, TikTok, I got a couple more for y'all. If the principal changes his number, stop sending him lunch, because in about 5 seconds it's going to be considered stalking and you're going to get in trouble. And the school, unless it's a public school, it's not good. That's not good. Be very lucky that that man did not press charges or nobody around pressed charges. And one would assume that he's probably not messing with the vice principal, because if she wanted to get you, they could have pressed charges, and they didn't. So let it go. Work it out with your son, because you wrong. You wrong. And children, they deserve better relationships. For you as a mother and a father to have better relationships with people so it don't impact them. Imagine those 2 little babies walking down the street and something would have happened to them. And woman who took your man back and he was in the apartment, you are low-key trash as well. And your karma's coming for the piece in there where you didn't protect the babies. Because if he left them babies at home by themselves, you should have told him that part wasn't okay. You don't ever let your anger for a parent be much higher than your concern for a child. And I'm not saying we got to care about kids that don't belong to us to that degree, but you know damn well they shouldn't have been left in the house by themselves. If something would have happened, you would have felt horrible. So it's not even worth it. Nobody owes you intimacy, okay, Mr. Sir? I don't know what your problem is, but you need to get it together. Welcome in. You need to very much so get it together, because that tantrum didn't work in your favor. Don't do that no more. You're going to be on the streets and it sounds like you don't like it. I don't know. Don't do it. And last, this says, okay, it's not me. This says, nobody gets to put their hands on anybody in any circumstances. Why do people say that shit? It is so untrue. I don't need to worry about y'all. Y'all would never call me for bail money. Brown Royals would never. So that is it for tonight. Give me a minute TikTok on YouTube. Don't forget to like if you're watching on replay. Let me know which story is your favorite. I've been getting some comments lately that are interesting. Whether or not the stories are real, did you like them? They kept you engaged. You're welcome. Keep doing more of it. If you don't like them, go where you like them. I don't respond to negative comments. You're so silly. Or I'll respond in a positive way and make you upset. I don't know. Share the stories, please. And then if you haven't already, make sure that you ascribe, as Tamika X would say. Make sure you ascribe. Ascribe, ascribe, ascribe. TikTok, I am headed over so we can read a couple more stories and I can have my exclusive time with you. Until next time, you can find me on, good night, sweetie. You can find me on all of the social media platforms under Melanin Madam, as well as buying all of my products from Prime on their $15.99 coloring book, journal, and let's see. I never showed y'all this one. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Let's see. This is the first one I created. It's a dream catcher journal. And this one is plus size as well. So it is for your daily reflections. You have your affirmation statement here. You can see this one here. This, boom. You have your daily reflections here. And you do 1, 2, that is the morning time and the nighttime. And then here you write what you are grateful for. And then these are all powerful and dynamic women reflection. And honey, I love this one because honey, she got on her boots to the thigh meat. Okay. Let me see this one. See? I like it. And then as usual, of course I wrote you a note. Of course I wrote you a note. So I hope you like that one as well. But I love these. All of the image I created. Okay. This is me, y'all. When I work at home, I have on pajamas. I don't have on no real clothes, child. I keep a button-up shirt next to me. So if I have to go on camera while in a meeting, I could quickly throw the button-up shirt over my head and be like, yes. Like that. Okay, that is it. Have a good night on YouTube. I will see you on Thursday at 7 PST. Watch some more replays. Don't forget, if you want to support before you go to bed, cut your TV on. Go to Melanin Madam on YouTube. Go to a playlist. Go to live and load it, right? And click play all and just let the shit run all night. Thank you. I can see your watch time. Thank you to the people that have done it. I love you. Good night. Let me take that back. I love that you did that for me. People throw around I love you too much, and it actually gets on my nerves. Good night. So let me